my first experience with viewing files and documents and pictures of UFOs and aliens in 2003. Let's begin. Welcome to the AI organization. This is your host, Cyrus, Parsa. This is the AI show. As you probably know, I released a movie called AI, the Plan to Invade Humanity. I tweeted to President Trump and I tweeted it to the Pentagon. Within 3.5 days, they released their first footage of UFOs in history. Some people think that was because of me. Some people think maybe it's just a coincidence, or both. That's another topic. Well, in 2003, it could have been 2004, but I'm pretty sure it's 2003, I sat down with a gentleman, or maybe a couple of gentlemen, and I didn't know that they were going to show me any images of UFOs. And just like anyone else, I'd watch movies, and I was open to the fact that there's trillions and trillions of universe and planets, and sure there are UFOs, but I didn't really care. If I saw a UFO, I wouldn't be really moved by it. If I saw those gray-looking guys or something like that, I probably wouldn't really care too much. So 2003, we were sitting down talking about philosophy in the universe, and I didn't know, but they were impressed with some of the things they said. So we're going to show you some materials that no one has ever seen before, other than high up people in government. And I wasn't going to release this until the Pentagon released their UFO files. So I'm going to do it because as a civilian showed me some files because it belonged to him. But I kept my mouth shut for 17 years, at least 17 years, because it's not really that important for me. But sitting down, this gentleman, I think, was given $30 or $40 million for his observatory in the 60s and 70s and even in the 80s. And he helped our military with developing certain technology that makes our aircrafts go very, very fast and break through time almost. And that was used from viewing these images that he extracted of flying UFOs and even things that he showed me. So the gentleman had thousands of images going back 40 years. What struck me was about 10 photos that were shown. So a lot of the photos were shown were just spacecrafts, that some look like this shape, some look a little different. And you would think, okay, this is what you see in the movies or you see in some other concept. And they look similar to that. But 10 of the images that you showed me actually showed the objects that were inside were actually, they weren't physical objects in terms of innate material possessions. They were living organisms. One of them looked like a human being flying it. Another one looked like a hologram. And discussion with the hologram, my hypothesis was, okay, it's the life form, if it is true, if your picture is true, the hologram is the person projecting a hologram so you don't really see what the person looks like, or it's certain technology that needs to be used, or the person actually has a holographic body. And I don't want to get too deep in that because I don't want to release some other information. But that was my hypothesis at that time. The third image I saw was just like the movie I put out, AI, the Plan to Invade Humanity. And it was of a gray alien. It was smaller and exactly like what you see in the E.T. movies. It's very, very, very similar. So I saw that. And some other images I'm not going to get into. But yes, I saw these. Was I moved by them? No. Did I go blabber everywhere? No. Because I've seen things that are more incredible than that. And to me, aliens weren't really that special to me. UFOs weren't really that special. I've always believed there was things, I live in China with fighting monks. I did Qigong and Tai Chi and all kinds of internal martial arts. Straight about 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. So the things I experienced were very, very, you could say, super normal. And then 20 years of having a certain discipline. Very, very super normal. So seeing these things for me is not that important. But why did I bring up this discussion? Because this is about artificial intelligence. Well, artificial intelligence is a mechanism that can be used by anything. And let's say if UFOs exist, then they could be using artificial intelligence. We could be using artificial intelligence, which we are. For those who have a faith, this doesn't discount your faith. If you look at in your faith, it actually talks about these things in references, and actually multiple faiths throughout the world. I'll get into it in another episode. But this was my disclosure, and I'm making it very nonchalant and very soft because I don't think really is that big, and it's nothing that we should fear about. Watch the movie AI, the Plan to Invade Humanity. Some people just think it's a movie. Some people think it's just a documentary. Some people think it's science fiction. Some people think it's all of that. That's for you to decide. And I did it with a compassionate message at the end. And the message really is, well, watch the movie. So anyway, thank you for joining this episode. Again, this is Cyrus A. Parsa with the AI organization. And we got a little bit beyond artificial narrow intelligence in this episode. Please like, subscribe, and please donate. Get the book, Artificial Intelligence Changes Humanity. Read it through, please, because a lot of these things I'm putting out is an actual extract of this book. And follow me on Twitter and IG, Cyrus A. Parsa 1. The corporation is at AI Organization for IG and Twitter. You have a nice day. Thank you for joining this episode.